What is the longest trial shift that you've ever done? Because I just came across a trial shift that lasted for 2 weeks. In this case, a young woman gets hired below minimum wage and is offered a 2-week trial. Now, the employer is arguing that that entire 2-week trial, where she worked many hours, was completely unpaid as part of the evaluation period. And as is very normal in these kinds of cases, there was no employment contract, not even any timesheets. The only evidence was a few text messages passed back and forth between the two sides. What's interesting about this case is you see how the tribunal decides whether or not a trial shift is illegal, because the legislation isn't entirely clear. Trial shifts are allowed, but only as an evaluation period. And they say in this document it should be 1 to 2 shifts at the maximum. And they determine that 2 weeks is an excessively long period for a trial shift. So the judge found that the trial shift was illegal, that the young woman needed to be paid for her time, and also it was illegal that she wasn't provided with a payslip, and also it was illegal that she was being paid or quoted a rate below the minimum wage. So the final award of all of that got calculated into about £800 that she needed to be paid. So if you're being asked to work a trial shift, keep in mind that while it's okay for an employer to ask you to do this, it should not be under the cover of exploitative unpaid labor. And if it's beyond a shift or maybe 2 shifts at the absolute push, then you should be asking for at least minimum wage for those trial shifts, because that's the law.